Welcome back to my hobby room. I'm LJ, and today I'm going to be making a very specific card for someone who likes Peter Pan. I like Peter Pan, and this is a birthday card for someone else who likes Peter Pan. So I'm pretty excited about it. I got this set. It's called Lost in Neverland, because you can't call it what it really is, by Echo Park. And if you know someone who is a Peter Pan fan, you might want to invest in this one. It wasn't very much. I don't remember the exact cost. I bought it a while ago. All right. So what I have here, these are from the Tim Holtz vault. Do I have it right here? I do. I have it right here because I'm working on something else that's all over my desk. So if you see things, these are things I'm working on, but it's from this particular set. And the main reason I wanted it was this one. I love this, don't get me wrong. And this will come in handy, not for today, but for future, it will come in handy. I kind of thought I was going to use it for today, but then I chose not to, or at least not for now. So you might see it later, but this you'll see for sure coming up because I'm really excited about this. I've always wanted to have one of these. And this thing is going to be my new favorite, mainly because it looks like it's one slide out of a, here, let me give you something from a sneak peek here. So it looks like it's one slide out of a film strip, so I like that a lot. And it's bigger, so you can do stuff with it. The small ones, and the one in there is smaller than this, but this is one I've used before on this channel. And this is the one I have from before that's bigger, but yet it's harder to use sometimes. So let's get going here. I cut these out of some really cool paper that I've used before as well. I'm putting it on this, which is a, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inch? Yeah, it is. It is 6 by 6. Okay, I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. But you can see the little hint of the castle there. And then I've got these I'm going to put in here. And then I'm going to put, my plan is to put something like this, is to put the flying away, second star to the right and straight on till morning. But I'm going to color, I'm going to decorate. I'm not coloring any, well, I might color something. We'll see. I shouldn't say never. I don't think I'm coloring, but I might color some of these things, give them a little bit of color. They're kind of hard to see, but my plan is to have this here. Oh, these are some of the little stars and things. They give you a lot of little things, which are going to be helpful. Let me tell you, they're going to be helpful. So this guy here, I'm going to plan on putting here, like this. So they're going, like the shadow of them going off into Neverland. And for each one of the film strips, I want to have a different scene from the movie. And my idea is to have the Indian one. I'm going to put them like this, and then have the teepee in the background, like this. So it looks like he's up closer and the teepee is in the background. And then, and a feather, maybe put the feather, I don't know, maybe not. We might not use the feather. But I got a lot of these stars and things to use in the next ones. I've got a different kind of feather here. And we've got two kinds of feathers, don't we? Yeah, we do have two kinds of feathers. But I also have a clock and a hook. And now they're all coming off because I took off one. And then there is, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. This is really hard to see. And I'm going to put it in here, but it is a, let me see if I can put something behind it so you can see it. I don't know what. There's black. I don't think that black is going to make it any better if you can see it or not, but it is a crock and and Captain Hook. So I'd put that there and put those things around it. And then for the final one, it's going to be Peter basically fighting off. I want to put Tinkerbell somewhere, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with her yet. Maybe I'll put her. It might be kind of cute to have her, if I did it on this one as the bottom one, maybe have her above the castle over here and right next to him. So that could be fun. But we got all these little stars and things to go in the various, there's many. There's another, is that another? No, that's just a flower. So flower could be nice too. There's flowers, there's stars, there's feathers, there's a key. I don't remember what the key is for. I don't remember there being a key. Does the key wind the clock maybe? I'm not sure. I don't remember that part of it. But the flowers, so all these little things can go in the background. Maybe I'll make them in like gray behind the main thing. And then my idea was to keep these black and white, or black, white, and gray. And these guys will be black, and maybe Tinkerbell. Maybe I'll color Tinkerbell in because she'll match the background then. But these will look like gray. You know, they got a little bit of color in them, but basically gray movie slide. What am I trying to say here? Film strips. be nice if I can get all my words out, right? So I'm liking this, so I'm going to put this down now because there's no sense in it. And I could put them up on something, but I'm not going to. I think it's fine the way it is. I don't know. Maybe I should. I think it's hard to put this up on anything other than just to go ahead and make it in, several different layers. I think that's about the only way to make this look really substantial without it being difficult. The holes in there are always difficult because the holes kind of, if the holes aren't there, it doesn't look right. And if the holes are there and they're not showing, it doesn't look right. So you got to kind of make sure the holes are available because that's what makes it a, basically a movie film strip, right? There's the holes on the side that feed it through the machine. Is that what they did? They just fed them through the machine. And then I can put these guys up here, and then I wanted to put the saying, "To live will be an awfully big adventure," because, or maybe I'll put that inside. Could put that inside too. But I think that's a good birthday one. To live will be an awfully big adventure. I like that for birthdays. I'm going to try to make more birthday cards that are not traditional, because although I like making balloons and, all the stuff you see kind of all the time, I think you see a lot of those. Everyone kind of knows what to do when you put balloons and just put happy birthday. I mean, there's a million ways to do it, but, I'm looking for unusual ways to say happy birthday, not necessarily just balloons. So anyway, to live will be an awfully big adventure would be good. And maybe, so there's a bigger Tinkerbell inside. Maybe I could put that on top of the happy birthday on the inside, because I'll have a happy birthday on the inside. I think that's what I'll probably do. And then, so I'll put this, to live will be an awfully big adventure. And I'll put that down here. And I think that would be, maybe I'll put it on something. I'm not sure yet. All right, let's get out. So I've got my black here for, it's on the side here, for the shadow one. But what I want to do before I go ahead and do any of these because they haven't been used already. I'm going to take my finger and rub it along them. But more importantly, I'm going to take out my scrap sheet of paper here, and I'm going to stamp them on there first. It came out pretty good for a first take. So we'll use that again in a minute because I haven't used any of these and I don't want them to be bad. This is not the time for bad. Good thing about this is you can't be crooked. They're going off into the air. They could go however they want, right? There you go. Yeah, good. Liking that. All right. And then, and I don't usually make, by the way, 6x6 cards. This might be the first 6x6 card, but I wanted all of the space to do what I had in mind. So I did not feel like cutting it down and trying to squish it all in. So I went ahead and decided I was going to make a bigger card because I'm handing this to the person. So I don't really have to worry about it going through the mail. Yes, now I am handing it to the person. I have no choice. I could have mailed it, but now I cannot. So, now, the one thing with this is I could color him. But, I don't know, I kind of like that it was going to be like kind of black and white, but he kind of looks like he needs to be colored. Doesn't he look like he's begging to be colored? So, I don't know, maybe I'll put a little bit of color in there, and maybe that'll be enough to... Oh, I wanted to put... Okay, so I'm going to put these guys in the back in gray, so you can kind of see them behind them, but not... So they'll be kind of like the background in gray. I think I'll use... I don't want to use Lost Shadow, although, you know, Lost Shadow was named after Peter Pan, right? I know that Tim, I did not hear that from Tim, but I know that Tim is a huge Disney fan, and Lost Shadow, how could it not be after Peter Pan, right? So I shouldn't say that, I guess that I know it, but I have a very strong suspicion that Lost Shadow came from Peter Pan. I should ask Tim. That's what I should do. I should send a message and say, Tim, did you name Lost Shadow after Peter Pan's? And he might say no, because he doesn't want Disney to sue him, but deep down, I mean, how could it not be, right? I mean, Peter Pan, the most famous person who lost his shadow, right? All right, so these come out in gray. Very, very nice. I kind of like the way they look back there. I almost want to do this scene in dark gray rather than in... And I did not even check those out. I should have. Why did I not check those out? I'm lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky on that one. All right, so here's the one with the croc. I am going to check the croc one out, though, and I am going to do it in black. But I'm probably going to end up coloring these. I can see now these are going to need some color. Yeah, cute it is. All right, you'll see it when I do it on here, because that's a very messed up piece of paper that I'm using. I'm using... Give it time to transfer. Always give it time to transfer. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, you can see what that is exactly. So coloring in the little croc, I might use colored pencils. I think it's just such tiny little pictures. I'm a little concerned about the size of these pictures. Oh, I was going to put some of these back here behind him. Let me do that. Let me get some of these out. And I think that's the only one I'll need, probably. I think I want to use the gray on that. What did I use Lost Shadow? Let me use Lost Shadow on this one, too. And what I'm going to do is... how much you can really see of this, but There we go. Now he's got some, and I'll put a little something grounding him because he's got to be on something. And these guys have water, so I can put some blue around there. Okay. Do I have, yeah, I do have stuff to go in the back on this one too. Wow, is that water? Yeah, 1 second. Let me clean this off. I usually just wipe them off, but that one is so full of ink. I really, I got it inside all the little areas there. Inside all of the, between all the stars. All right, so this guy, we've got, let's put this one over. So I'll put these back later when I have time. And I've got this, and wait, didn't I have one more thing for that? I did, I know I did. What did I have? I had, maybe not. Maybe I did not. I was thinking about putting a feather, but I decided against it. Okay, so I'm going to put this little guy. Oh, jeez. Okay. Lost shadow. I'm going to put it right here. You can see that. And I'll put some ground down there, if you can see it. Yeah, I'll put some ground down there. And then, you know, he'll have a ground. But then this one here, the Indian is going to be his top half is going to be in here. Because I couldn't make him stand up. I didn't want to put the film slides on their sides, so I made him like that, so he looks like he's kind of in the forefront and the thing is in the back, and I think that looks good. Okay, so that's, I can't think of her name. What was her name? The Indian. Oh, wow. Well, okay. I didn't expect to really remember it. All right, so let's do, while we got this out, let's do our little Tinkerbell. We're just gonna put her, should we put her right on top of this? I mean, we could. She looks like she's sitting. That's the only reason why I'm now worried. I'll put her right in here, like she's sitting amongst the thing there. And then the big one we'll put on the inside and have her standing on the happy birthday on the inside. Now, to live will be an awfully big adventure. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with that. Do I want to put it on something and put it on here and cut it around it so it can kind of show off? Or do I leave it kind of like this? What I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try it in a color. And if I don't like it, I will go over it. I don't know, I kind of don't think I'd like it in black because I like the way those showed up. And then it would kind of be like the three things there. I think I'm going to do that. Let's try it. If I don't like it, I can always put it on white. I'm worried about it not showing up on the... Let me make sure. Okay. I can always make a... you know, little white, and put it on there and then cut it out around it, bubble cut around it and put it on if I don't like the way this comes out. Hopefully it comes out good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. I like it like that. All right. I'm very happy with that. Okay. Now, let's get these guys completed. I'm going to move this over a little bit while we complete these. And then I think I'll have to go around the outside. So what I'm trying to figure out is what color do I want? I think I'm going to go light blue. And I'll go light blue around the outside of this too, since it's the sky. And I'll go light blue around these to kind of help them. I think I'm going to use... I'm going to use Salty Ocean. I'm mainly because I think it's not as light. I don't want it too light. I don't want it real dark, but I don't want it real light. That might be too dark. Let's go lighter. We can go darker rather than, let's go with tumbled glass. Tumbled glass is much lighter. I mean, if I really wanted to go light, I could go with speckled egg, but it's got that greenishness to it that I don't really have. This is the lightest blue that I really have. So I keep mine, I don't know how everybody else organizes their inks. I actually organize them from light to dark. And I base them upon what I think. So, you know, don't judge me by that. That's just how I believe them to be. I might not be right in the world like what other people think, but that's what I think. So, and I'm the one using them. That's how I always look at it. I'm the one using them. So if it's easy for me to understand, that's all it needs to be. Of course, if anybody else comes to my craft room and would try to craft, they probably would have a hard time finding things, but I'm sure that's everybody. I don't know anybody who's got all their stuff in a way that anybody could just walk in and find stuff. I mean, is that a thing? That'd be kind of fun. What a fun challenge. Try to craft in someone else's craft space. That I'd pay to watch, huh? You know, if you wanted to pay something, that'd be fun. Fun game show, right? All right, so let me move this over so I can get these in here. Now I'm going to try to, I like that. That's a pretty good outline on it. And these are going to stand out so much more. I'm putting him down here for sure. All right, I'm going to choose my colored pencils. You know, she should have a bright yellow around her. What do you think? Bright yellow. Where's my little yellow here? What do we got here? I think maybe I should do it afterwards, or should I do it now so that when I color, it'll go over the top of it. I'm going to put some yellow. I got some squeezed lemonade here to make it look like, because remember Tinkerbell had that yellow kind of thing going around her, like when she was in the jar and stuff, she was yellow. All right, and I'm not referring, by the way, to the Disney version. To be 100% transparent here, I don't think I've ever seen it. I saw Mary Martin in person in Chicago when I was a kid doing Peter Pan. So I really am talking about the Mary Martin video of Peter Pan, or television, I guess I should say, of Peter Pan that my kids watched all the time. In fact, they dressed up as Peter Pan and Captain Hook one year because they were watching it almost every day. It was one of their, you know, on repeat. You know, what do you want to watch? Peter Pan. Okay, we'll watch Peter Pan. All right, so I got some colored pencils. And these are just straight up colored pencils. They're not watercolor pencils. They're just colored pencils. The main reason I got just colored pencils is because they're so small. The space is so small. I don't think I have any room to do much of anything else. Is that her hair that's up in the little bun? I think so. So we'll color that like that. There we go. And then we'll color this. There we go. And maybe we'll give her... All right, I can't remember what her name is. It's gonna make me crazy, but I can't remember. Tiger Lily. That's her name. I knew it would come to me if I tried hard enough. Isn't that supposed to be Tiger Lily? Tiger Lily. Yep, that's what I'm saying. We're going to give her an orange top. I don't know what color she normally had, but we're giving her orange because Peter is the one who wears green. So we want to make sure we don't make her look like, and we'll put some red. Okay. And then back here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to color it really, really light so it kind of has a faint kind of color, but not really. And then let's put some ground on here. Let's ground this a little bit because it kind of looks like it's not grounded. So we'll give it a little bit of ground so it doesn't look like it's floating in the air. Because if this was truly a movie slide, it wouldn't be floating in the air, would it? Okay. All right, I'm happy with that one. Now let's do the one with Peter Pan because I'm pretty excited about this one. Let's do the real bright green. I wonder if that was supposed to be Peter Pan. Well, it's Tiger Lily in my book. Oh, and he's got his green tights on too. So I think what I'll do is I'll use another color of green for his sash and his tights. So it looks like a little, little difference there in color. And then let's see, a little different there, different in the sash. This is super small, and I'm used to working super small, but this is, whoa, this is really small. Small coloring, let me tell you. That's why I wanted the pencils, because they have a sharp point. Yeah, it's just really small. Like, I am really surprised at how small these are, how much detail they got in here. All right, so this is Captain Hook, which, if I remember right, he wore like a red jacket. And I'm going to do that. And he had black pants. Do you have black pants? Black boots. Let's give him dark brown. His hat. What color is his hat? I have no idea. I'm going to go with red because I have no idea. I don't think it matters that much. I mean, if you really want to know, what you probably should do is look it up right before you do it so you get the right colors, but I'm okay. I'm okay with guesstimating some of them. I'll go brown rather than black just because he's got a lot of black going on here. He's got hair. I don't know what color his hair was. Wasn't it kind of gray color? I mean, in the movie Hook, I think it was kind of gray, but I don't know. I think I did see Hook because it has, didn't it have, I believe it had Robin Williams in it. All right, and then the gray, once again, I'm going to do right here for his little hook. All right, now let's get our croc. Let's make him super green. We'll make his mouth we'll color that hook in the background there. The gray color. And then the brown will be for the clock over here, but I'm going to do the face of the clock in the blue. I'll make it brown. And I'll put the face in the blue, but I'm going to put the little ringers up at the top. Put them gray because they're supposed to be like, silver. And then I'll just put some blue in there. So you can kind of see it a little bit, so it kind of sticks out. All right, so now this blue water here, I'm going to use this color to make it dark in the areas where it's, I need to color the inside of his mouth too. So the inside of his mouth needs to be pink color, right? Because that's what color the inside of a croc's mouth is. Last time I saw one, that was the color. I don't know exactly, but I'm going to guess that it's a pink color, right? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I like this little pool thing going on here, but we got to get some more blue going on because you can't be in a pool that's just that little. It's got to be bigger than that, right? So we'll put him in the ocean. Looks like he's in a little kiddie pool otherwise. So we'll make him in the ocean. There we go. There we go. All right. So now we got our 3 little guys all colored. And I'm going to go put my colored pencils away, mainly because they're in my way and I can't do other things, but also because I'm trying to clean up. I'm trying to clean up while I go along. You know how that goes. All right, so I'm going to put, what did I decide? I decided this would be Peter. This will be the croc. I don't know, let's put the croc over here because that's how it went in the story. It went kind of this way. So I could, but I kind of like that extra space up there, and with all the, I could prop this up just a little bit. I don't know. Do I want to? I mean, I could go up just one little bit, but I don't know if it'll look right. I don't think it'll look like a thing then. It looks like a TV or something, you know what I mean, with it sticking out like that. I'm going to go with this. And this. And this. All right, so I'm going to use my bone folder here to make sure these are all down good. And I think I'd like a little bit of, and I have a little bit of, this is from scrapbook.com, and what it does is it has a little bit of glitter when you put it on. It's kind of like clear with some glitter. It has a purple tinge to it, but I'm fine with that because purple's fine for this one. But it gives it a little bit of, I don't know if you can see it very well. It's hard to see, but I think that's our finished card right there. I'm going to put it on a nice background, and I'm not sure if I should put 1 star second star to the right and straight on till morning, because I think it'll take away from the pictures. I think having them there is just good right there. I thought I could put some, like, part of the scene of the city behind them, but I think that takes away from these guys then. And I think it's really good the way it is with all of these little stars going through it. So that's my project for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll find some time to craft in your craft or hobby room. Keep crafting!
by the light of the moon.